good, guys? Today, oil catch can on the 2018 Grand Cherokee. Come in and we'll show you what's in the box. Alrighty, so we got some paper. And we already have it pre-assembled from J&L. Nice and sturdy. It feels a lot better than I expected. We got some hardware, brackets, things like that, and then some stickers. So let's come over here in the garage and we'll do the first step. So in this bag, we have the bracket right here, and we have two smaller screws. So let's take those two smaller screws out. Okay. If I can get my big fat fingers through the bag. Alrighty, just like that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to install it. You see this logo right here, Cooper? J&L OSC Oil Separator Company. We're going to put it so when you put it over, it's the exact same. If you put it this way, see how these are different, this will not work. Has to go on this way. Okay, so let's do this here for you guys. We're just going to hand tighten them real quick. It's not good for the tutorial. Alrighty, hand tighten it. This is actually a lot harder than I expected to do it free-handed. Alrighty, so we got that. Got that. Good, we'll fast forward this part. Or maybe not. Alright, so we got those on pretty snug. We can always tighten those later on. Put the hardware in my pocket. Let's come to the front of the vehicle. We're treating this as an absolute beginner guide. Right here is where you're going to pull to open up your hood. You probably just heard that. So let's go back to the front. With one finger, we're going to go under the P and we're going to pull in. There's a latch here, and then we're going to lift. Okay? So this is what it looks like. I did one finger, I'm pulling, and now it's opening this so that the hood can come up. Alrighty, now everything in here is already pre-loosened for us so that it's easier for me to show in a tutorial. We're going to push and pull up, and this should unsnap. Just like that. Okay? We're going to put this off to the side. Before doing this, make sure that the engine is cold. Cold meaning it's been sitting for an hour or two, because otherwise it's going to get really hot and it's going to be very difficult to work on. Here we have a 10mm socket and the bolt. We're just going to loosen this up. Loosen it up just like that. And we're going to take that out. Okay, we're going to put this right here, and I'm going to put my ratchet right there. Alright, now we have on 4 corners pinned. Ignore this air intake, this is aftermarket, but you will have 4. So we're just going to pop those out, and you'll actually hear a pop when you do it properly. Okay, that's here, 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 and then there will actually be a 4th one if you have the regular intake. Okay. Now, what we're replacing in order to install the oil catch can is the PVC piping. Or it's actually PCV, post-crank ventilation. So, because of EPA standards and the environment, we can't just dump oil that we don't use onto the ground. We have to actually recycle it back into the engine to give it a second chance to be burned. So, the tube is right here. Okay? See this white tab right here? What you're going to do is you're going to press and pull. Okay? Similarly, if you come over here and maybe view right here, underneath that green tab, do you see that? It may be difficult to see. It's a hard to reach spot. It's underneath the green tab. It looks identical to this one. Same thing. You're going to press that button and pull up. You're going to have to finagle it a little bit. They are a little finicky. And we're just going to go ahead and wiggle this thing out of here. So let's do that. I'm going to wiggle this thing out of here. This is why the engine bay needs to be cold, because otherwise my hands would be scorching. Okay, it's caught on something. you know what? This is going to be a realistic expectation of what it's going to look like. Hopefully, oh, it's actually got caught underneath something holding the piping. This hasn't happened before. Okay, it was actually, so you see these, Cooper? So this is what's going to hold it in place so it's not just, vibrating. There's actually one on the back, and I didn't actually know that. So this is what the pipe looks like. This is what the replacement pipe looks like. I'm going to put this off to the side. Okay, now we're just going to install this the same way we took that one off. I'm going to put this underneath here. And then, see this green tab? Now before I put this in here, I want to show you something. Can you see the oil that is here? See how oily my hands are? If we look inside here, can we see the oil? Maybe, maybe not. It's almost clear. So, that's exactly why we're doing it. The fuel that's not being burnt, that it, escapes the engine bay, it will be recycled back into here, and it will actually be filtered through stainless steel. The oil will fall in the can, and the air will be ventilated out back into the system. So, we're going to do what I said earlier. We're going to push this in. You should hear a click. Click. Okay, not the click of my voice, but, I was just iterating. Same thing back here. We're going to put it back in the way it was before. And if you don't hear a click, it's not in. Okay, good. So it just clicked. Now, we're going to take the bag of hardware that we had earlier. Looks like this piece. As far as I can tell, this is symmetrical. So what we're going to do is we're going to screw up from the bracket to this point right here. There's a screw point right here. So we're going to screw that in. Okay. Just like that. And now we're going to turn on the engine to make sure that everything is running the way we want it to. Before I get to that point, I want to explain that this cover will not fit with this oil catch can until you go to the back side and you cut it. Now you can see on my specific one, I cut this shape. Wrong. Don't cut it like that. All you need to do is just cut this. This is all you need to cut out right here. Okay? And there's like this slope right here. Just cut out this little square. And the reason is when we put this back on, you'll see that it'll actually hit here. And so that's why we have to cut out that little square. Okay? So, now let's go in the vehicle. We'll turn it on. We'll talk about why I chose this specific company. And then we'll end the video. So let's go inside. Alrighty, so typically you would be out in the car, out front, listening, looking for any leaks, make sure that everything is installed. However, I want to take this opportunity to talk about why I chose this specific company. So if you look at the Trackhawks and the SRT guys who have the Grand Cherokee, I figured they knew best. And the two most popular options are JLT and Billet. Now, it took me a while to figure out, but JLT has been rebranded as J&L, and that is the specific one that I have chosen. J&L is close to the engine bay, where the oil filter is. So you're able to keep all the oil in one place. Also, some people have mentioned that when it becomes very cold outside, if there's oil inside that catch can, it may actually crack the can itself. And so that was another reason why I wanted it to be close to the engine so that it could stay as warm as possible. Now, it looks like, no flashing lights or anything, which I wouldn't imagine there would be from that, pipe. But we're going to go back to the front. We're going to check for leaks really quick, and then we'll talk about the alternative, which is billet. Alrighty, so we're just going here. Hopefully the engine is not hot yet. Making sure that this is snug. There doesn't appear to be any leaks. We're checking our hardware to make sure that it's fastened properly. I hand tighten these, but later on I will go back and actually tighten them. And then we're going to go back here and make sure that this is on properly. Okay, now as far as alrighty, so the camera actually died, but we checked for any leaks, made sure that all the hardware was secure. Good to go. Now we're going to put back on this engine cover. We've cut out the styrofoam bit. Now we're going to line up these four corners to these four posts. And then again, the fourth one is missing for me. So we're going to line it up. And the easy way you could tell is that this screw, this hardware that we got, should line up with this hole first. Okay? Then we could try to rotate it around. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, good. Now, there is a piece of hardware that I should have right here. This is the last piece of hardware. This nut. We are going to screw this on like that. Good to go. And we're going to take this V6 badge that we're proud of. We're going to push it in there like that. Snap. Good. Just like that. Now we're going to make sure this is all clear. I want to talk about the other option, which I did look at quite a bit, which is billet. Billet, instead of mounting here, actually mounts here, up in the front. Way more accessible. Good thing. In the winter, the can may crack, according to people online. So you might have to uninstall it. Also, I'm installing a supercharger here, which you will see coming soon. So I wasn't sure how much room there would be to play with, and I just like the idea that it's all the piping is as small as possible. It's nice and tight. So this is the video. Just make sure we hold on to this. We're going to hold on to this. Remember, this was here before. Hold on to this. If you take it back to the dealership, if they say it voids the warranty, just reinstall these two things. And yes, sir. That is all we have for this video. See you in the next one. Peace.